Rafa, you don't have a good serve, but you still played amazing tennis. You're still a champ. Did you know that there are many players out there who actually quit tennis because they fall for these common tennis myths? We're gonna bust them today and help you stay on track because they're not true. Myth number one, you need to be a tall player. We have to bust that. Obviously it's not true. Does it help? Obviously it helps. But if you look at Diego Schwartzman, Francesca Siobhan, it's extremely obvious that you can make a living out of tennis, or you can be a very good tennis player even if you are extremely short. All you have to do is you'll be stronger in other areas like maybe your movement, but boom, myth busted. You don't have to be a giant to be a good tennis player. Myth number two, you have to have a massive serve, otherwise you're going nowhere in tennis. I mean, we have to bust that one. Rafa Nadal, not a massive serve, but one of the best players who ever lived. Your serve is important, very important, but it doesn't have to be the biggest serve around you or the biggest serve in the world for you to be a good tennis player. Improve your serve, but if you don't have the greatest serve or it's not your weapon, you can make up with it with a very good turn of serve, with speed, with a good forehand. So the serve is not going to make or break you. Myth number three, tennis is only for the wealthy. We have to bust that. It's not true. Actually, right now, if you look at paddle and other sports like golf, tennis is actually very accessible to most players. So if you love tennis more than anything else, I promise you, you don't have to be wealthy. You can be wealthy, but you don't have to. Especially if you're starting out, entry-level racket, find a club that's not too expensive to play at, which is very common, and boom, myth busted. Play this beautiful game. Myth number four, tennis is a individual sport. Very true. It's very individual, but look at all the great players of all time. The ones that are doing the best, they had a good team around them. So you need good people and a good team. If you're serious about this game, you need a good team around you so that you can perform individually. But just you alone won't cut it. Myth number five, you need to have perfect technique in order to be a good tennis player. Although technique matters, we cannot say it's a fact, because look at Daniel Medvedev. Alright, maybe the biomechanics need to be sane and solid, but if your technique is not perfect, we have to bust that myth. It doesn't mean that you can't be a good player. Definitely does not mean that. Myth number six, you have to be naturally very competitive to play this game. Not true. Maybe if you want to win a lot of tournaments, that's true. But if you just want to play this game and enjoy it, you don't need to be competitive at all. You can just enjoy this game, enjoy this beautiful game of tennis without being crazy competitive. And busting myth number seven, you can only be a player if you train 6 hours a day. Not true. Maybe if you want to become a champion, but I've seen players improve so much by playing 2 to 3 times a week. So if you just want to reach a decent potential, maybe reach your potential or the level you want, you don't need to play 6 hours a day. You can be a very good player by playing 3 times a week, and you'll still love the sport. Guys, I hope maybe this video is gonna help you be patient or actually love this game. And if someone tried to get you into one of those myths, it's not true. Play this game. You don't need those things. Subscribe, follow my journey with this beautiful game. I'll see you for my next one.